Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. How's your day during MCO? I hope everyone will stay at home, stay safe and stay healthy. So today, our group will explain to you what is absorption, assimilation and defecation.
Glucose, glycerol, fatty acid and amino acid are absorbed from the small intestine to the bloodstream or the lymphatic system. What is assimilation? Assimilation takes place in the cell where the nutrient used to form complex compound or structural component. For example, the transformation of amino acid to protein, and there are two types of process assimilation, which is process assimilation in the liver, and the second one is the process assimilation in the body cell. So in the next slide, my friend will tell you how the process occurs.
Simple diffusion is defined as the movement of solid from the higher concentration to the lower concentration through the membrane. After digestion, a few monosaccharides diffuse into the blood based on the concentration gradient. Examples given such as glucose, amino acids and ions like chloride. Active transport. Active transport may be defined as the process of solid movement from the lower concentration to the higher concentration by the expense of energy. Electrolytes like sodium ions are absorbed by active transport into the facilitated transport. Facilitated transport is defined as the process of movement of solids across the biological membrane with the help of specific carrier protein. Some digested amino acids and glucose are absorbed into the blood by this method. Last, passive transport. Passive transport is defined as the process of solid movement across a cell membrane without a requirement of energy. After digestion, simpler food substance is absorbed into the blood by passive transport. Okay, next we're gonna talk about fatty acid, glycerol and fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E and K. Fatty acid and glycerol enter the epithelial cells where they recombine through condensation to form tiny droplets of lipids. From the epithelial cell, the lipid droplets then move into the lacteals. Fat-soluble vitamins are also absorbed into the lacteals to be transported together with lipids. The lacteals converge into the larger vessels of the lymphatic system. The fluid carrying lipid and fat-soluble vitamins enter the lymphatic duct, which forms a network throughout the body. The fluid flows into the right lymphatic duct and right thoracic duct, and finally into the bloodstream through the subclavian vein.
Next is assimilation in the liver. So amino acids, liver synthesize plasma protein from amino acids. When short supply of glycogen and glucose, liver converts amino acids into glucose. Excess amino acids cannot be stored in the body, so through the process of deamination, it is broken down in the liver. During the deamination process, urea and common nitrogenous waste are transported to the kidneys to be excreted. Next is glucose. Excess glucose is converted into glycogen and stored in the liver. When blood sugar level falls, the stored glycogen is converted back into glucose. Once the glycogen store is full, excess glucose is converted into lipids. Lipids enter the liver through subclavian vein and are transported in the bloodstream by body cells.
Salam and hi, I am Sharifah and I will continue my part in this presentation, which is the process of assimilation in the cells. There are three substances involved, which is glucose, amino acids and lipids. First and foremost, I will explain to you guys about what is important of amino acids. Amino acids are used for the synthesis of new protoplasm and repairing damaged tissue. Moreover, they are important building blocks in the synthesis of hormone and enzyme. There are the two substances, which is glucose and lipids. I will proceed my explanation and presentation to the next video. Next is glucose. Glucose are oxidized to release energy during cellular respiration. Energy is required for various chemical processes in cells, which is muscle contraction and synthesis of protein. Last but not least, lipids. Lipids such as phospholipids and cholesterol are major components of plasma membrane. Excess fats are stored in adipose tissue underneath skin as reserve energy. When the body lacks glucose, fats are oxidized to release energy.
The process of defecation occurs. The process is controlled by the muscle around the anus, which is the opening of the rectum. When the rectum is full, the muscles of the rectal wall contract to eject the feces via the anus.
So now, let's proceed to problems related to defecation. As we all know, the most common problem is constipation. Constipation is caused by the feces moving too slowly through the colon. This is because a lot of water is easily absorbed in the colon, making the feces hard. But the constipation can be avoided by drinking a lot of water and taking sufficient amount of fiber. The water absorbed will help to soften the fiber and increase its bulk. Other than that, it can stimulate the muscle to push out the residue. Second, we have hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are abnormally swollen veins in the rectum and the anus. The problems are caused by too much pressure in the rectum, forcing blood veins to stretch, bulge and rupture.
Lastly, we have colon cancer. Tumors of the colon and rectum are growths arising from the inner wall of the large intestine. Malign tumors of the large intestine are called colon cancer. Dietary effects are believed to cause this problem. It is believed that the breakdown of products from fat metabolism leads to the formation of cancer, causing chemicals which is carcinogens in the colon. I think that's all from us. Thank you and bye!
During this pandemic, don't forget to wash your hands frequently. Cover up, cough.
Sick?